My name is Joe Saul. I'm an adoptee, a psychotherapist, and the author of Adoption Healing, A Path to Recovery.
The R word. When facilitating my support groups or nightly chat, or in a session with one of my clients, I often hear someone say they are afraid of getting rejected again. This is referring to what might happen if one searches and gets turned down, or if a reunion goes awry. As adoptees, what we need to understand is that we were not rejected when we lost our mothers. We need to understand that all babies are lovable, without exception, and therefore, no matter what happened, it was not rejection. For me to be rejected, there has to be something about me that is not likable, not lovable. Since all babies are lovable, then I could not have been rejected. If a mother for some reason does not love her baby, that is about the mom. It cannot be about the baby, so it cannot be rejection. The pain of adoption loss is just as profound for a mom as it is for an adoptee. We all survive our losses by pushing them away. When a mom is contacted, the hidden feelings of pain, anger, and sadness start knocking at her consciousness. If she cannot face her hidden feelings because they are so terrifying, then she may not be able to agree to contact. When someone is truly terrified, they usually do not have the ability to confront their fears. This works both ways, and we need to respect the feelings of someone who is truly terrified, so much so that their feelings will destroy them. If I choose to search, and when I make contact I am turned down by my mother, or in the case of a mom searching, being turned down by the child she lost to adoption, that is not rejection of me, but an unwillingness of the person found to face her pain. It cannot be about the searcher because the searcher is unknown to the person found. Aside from the terror of facing her pain, a mom might fear severe consequences from her family members who may not know her secret. Now comes the inner child work. What we think affects what we feel. The words I say about myself, the words I think about myself, greatly affect my emotions. If I can stop thinking the R word, if I can remove the word rejection from my vocabulary, I can do what I want with impunity because I know that number one, I was not rejected at birth, and number two, I cannot get rejected if I should choose to search for my family. I can get told no, and that would be sad, but it would not be devastating because it would not be a rejection of me. No matter what we do, being told no will be horribly sad and hurt like hell. However, if I've done my inner child work, in the end, knowing that it's not a rejection of me, that it's not about me at all, it's about the other party's own experience and feelings, that's what makes the difference. Part of the preparation for search is to be aware of all the things that can happen, both good and bad. If we do this preparation along with the inner child work, no matter what happens, we will be okay. Yes, we may hurt like hell, but we will be okay. I often hear, I feel rejected or I feel abandoned. To be clear, abandon and rejection are not feelings. They are thoughts based on our past experience, thoughts that create great anguish. If I can recognize this and do the thought-changing work of this chapter of our healing, we will remove a lot of anguish from our lives. If I hear myself thinking the words, if I hear myself thinking I am being rejected, and I stop a moment and ponder, am I being rejected? Am I being abandoned? I will usually see that neither of these thoughts is true. Also, adults can't be abandoned. To truly be abandoned, one has to be left in a position from which one cannot survive. I suspect that none of us needs to worry about that happening. Yes, someone can leave us, and that would be sad, maybe horribly sad, but it's not abandonment. Usually these thoughts are the thoughts of our inner child, so we immediately need to go to our inner child and reassure her that what she fears is not happening and cannot happen. As trauma victim, our inner core expects the past to repeat. As adults, we need to be aware that what happened in the beginning cannot possibly repeat, as we are adults now and in charge of our lives. For us to do the above, the first step is to intellectually know that all babies are lovable, and then make sure our inner child owns this fact. Next, we have to do the intellectual work of knowing that we were not rejected in the beginning, and make sure that our inner child knows that he or she was not rejected at the beginning. Next, as adoptees or mothers of adoption loss, we have to intellectually understand that we cannot get rejected if we search, and make sure our inner child knows that. The inner child work I refer to consists of our talking out loud in our head to our 7-year-old self, for an adoptee, or to the young woman you were as a mom when you lost your baby, and telling her the intellectual truth, telling your inner child it was not rejection in the past and cannot be rejection now. To do this, we have to have previously done the work of helping our inner child know that she was not responsible and was lovable and still is. If we do this, we will be at a place to never fear losing a relationship ever again. Sure, it is sad to lose relationships, but when one knows that it cannot be a second rejection, when one knows one cannot be abandoned, one is free of one of the biggest adoption issues that we all face. I'm not saying this is easy. It takes a lot of time and a lot of work, but the payoff is a wonderful reward. Please do me a favor. Throw out the R word. Put it with the G word, gratitude, and special chosen and lucky. This will change your life.